Hello and welcome to Word from Your Mother. Today is Tuesday, October 21st. I have had a terrible time getting here. Every time I sat down, and this has been set up for at least 2.5 hours, right since 11. Set up since 11. Every time I sit down, something else has to be done. So I did it, because that's what you do. Well, anyway, here I am. And welcome to the Daily Donna Celtic Cross. If you're wondering who Donna is, it's you, it's me, it's everybody who's watching this video. We are all Donna, okay? It's a collective reading. It may not resonate with you. If it makes you really sad, don't watch it, okay? I've been dealing with some sad shit, and it's what the cards get me. That's what I read. Sometimes I take a break from it because it's a Debbie Downer, okay? If it's too much for you, don't put yourself through it. Shame. Bad dog, no biscuit. Looks like you're going through it. Juggling it. Will I, won't I, do I, don't I, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Cycling all your resources into something else. Does it cycle back? Is it an even orbit, or is it wildly out of kilter? Only you know. You're blaming yourself for it, not being able to put enough into it. If only I'd done a little harder. Oh, no. Don't ever do that. Yesterday. Wasn't it yesterday? There's 250 of them cards, and I shuffle them every time I pull. Great happiness. Watch yesterday's reading. Oh, well, it's not the same card. It was a broken wishbone yesterday. This says a wish is granted. And great happiness is on the way. So maybe you did just need to work a little bit harder. Or stay in there, keep the faith. I don't know. It's a choppy time. It's a real choppy time. Usually also the Two of Pentacles is money and power and who runs the household. Okay? Who balances the checkbook? Who does the math? Who says yes and no? And when you get the Two of Pentacles in that frame of mind, it's usually a complete power role reversal. Or you eliminate one. Okay? A wish will be granted. Much happiness is ahead. The wishbone thing still messes me up, though, because what was the choice that you had to make yesterday? To choose yourself? To stop putting into the broken wishbone? This could be a new dude. He was out there too yesterday. Mending. This is the card I do not read. Not unless you want me to cry and not be able to stop. And it's ugly. It is about the end stage of life, chronic illness, healing, the new normal. Healing is not healing. Healing is the new normal. You never get back to where you are, but it's a mending in ways. It's seeing it eye to eye. It's a forgiveness. It's final prep, getting your ducks in a row, poised. You don't want to leave your ending responsible to anybody else because chuckle fucks. Thinker. You're thinking it out. You think, well, it comes to all of us. And to think ahead, to have that planned out, everybody is going to look at you aghast and say, oh, you're so morbid, Donna. But that's the very best thing to do. Funerals are an incredible expense on your family, especially if they're not prepared. Okay? That's all I want to say. For the moment, anyway. Yeah, because you want to have it all together. It's the only time, for the first time in my life, I had it all together. Been trying to get it all together all your life. Got it together just in time to go. Okay, I have to stop here. These thoughts are still coming to me, and I don't want to cry. I will switch over. I have to. Just have to. You're the reason I can't wear makeup. That's a lie. Knight of Cups. Express your creativity with compassion and emotion. You want to reach out to those that you love. Compassion and Your creativity. Can we see your creativity as your vision of how you want things to, how you want to make your exit? Because there's a lot of thought and planning in that. And maybe it's far down the road. Maybe your ability to look at this as it really is enables you to back it off and be happy. And then as I was thinking that thought, I saw shame. I don't know what's going on. Page of Cups. Don't let your emotions get in the way. So Spirit wants you to feel all your emotions and yet not be controlled by them. To be in balance, to be able to feel your emotions and in a balanced way. Well, that's no small order, is it? Especially when you're thinking about that. But maybe the detachment from it, I don't know. Queen of Cups, you're thinking about your loved ones. I thought about it back here, but then I thought, don't just shut up about that. Maybe you're making a will. And you're saying the last things, the last words. Which is, I love you. Why do you do this to me? Clarity, right under your nose. And it's plain as day to me that Spirit doesn't care what I say or ask for, because you could give me a little happiness. Right? It's like it's always this anymore, and I don't know why. But you love them dearly. Somebody's checking out. And I can't talk about it. Okay. But today, this has been a long time too. I mean, you've thought about this. You've composed it. You've metered it out. Who gets what? Oh, in just a second here, I want to tell you something. Today you're struggling with boundaries, just struggling to stay in your own business, to keep people out of yours. I just took my pills and sometimes they make me sick. But listen, about this guy who has been running with the devil, and well, I'm not even going to name him until he shows up, because it's one of our suspects. Okay, that's the only way I can be fair and yet allude to the game. Okay, when I was shuffling this, excuse me, this guy popped out and flipped over. And I was still shuffling, so I just put him back in. And then I accidentally saw on the bottom was the Seven of Swords. So I was like, I'll have neither of those. So I reshuffled it, and I don't know, well, the Queen of Cups is down there. But this dude came out again and flipped across the table, and I was like, no. And I refused to take him because of the characters he associates with. Okay? But here he is again. And he's dead center in your spread. And this is what you're struggling with. This could be... To stay in my own business would be to remain in the role assigned to me. This is also, every time I see this, I'm like, you're almost good enough. You know, because who needs a preacher? God is within us all. We don't need no middleman at all. But this one's got you convinced, okay? And he's patrolling your boundaries. He's making sure you don't get out of line, right? And it's not getting out of line. It's getting out of line to him, but to you, it's exploring your life. Thinking, perhaps. Thinking unapproved thoughts. Thinking, doing stuff you didn't ask permission to do. Living on your terms. It could also be being called to a higher calling. But as you're struggling with this and you're struggling to stay in your own business, I don't think that's what it is. As above, so below. As within, so without. Do the work on you. Do the work you need to do, if there is any, on you. As far as staying in your own business, if you ask him what your business is, okay, then he is centered, then you're centered in him. And how the best way to be successful in learning how to stay in your own business is to center in yourself. And that's hard, especially when your self-worth is more than likely been eroded. You feel guilty for standing up for yourself. You feel bad because you said something, because you ruined everything, Donna. If you would just do what I tell you, everything would be fine. No. And you're feeling it. Okay. You're feeling it. And that's what he wants to do, is to intimidate you, because if you knew the truth about who you are, and he has no power over you other than that which you give him. And you have everything that you need, and they envy that. They want you, they're feeding off your fear. That's the way they like it. Because you're like a Duracell, a copper top. Keanu Reeves. If you don't get that, I can't help it. Watch The Matrix. Purpose, follow your path. This is, you're waking up like Keanu Reeves. Okay. Look, and that's what he seeks to. He knows that if you wake up, you will leave him, because he's siphoning off you emotionally. He thrives on your fear. It makes him feel big and important. I don't know. Oh, I hate him already. But you, oh my God. You thought you found your own pack. You thought you found your place, okay, when you got with him. You thought that getting with him assured your success. And you give him all that power. You gave it to him. And he's not worth it. You're worth so much more than that. And see, you're like, I'll just let him do my money. He's better at math. And he knows best. But there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, okay? There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Everybody has to learn. There's a first time for everything. And people fuck up. Trust me, I know. Anyway, you thought you found your place. And everything that I just said, you feel like dude's your soulmate, a lifelong companion. And you just let him do it. You let him run things because you believe in him. He knows best. You're going to do what he says, right? I mean, you rely on that. That's part of your relationship. Which is why you always shove yourself down. Because you're keeping the peace. I'm doing what's best. Which is taking hit after hit after hit after hit after hit, when there's nothing wrong with you or the way you logic. Now math, I can't say. I don't like math. Math doesn't like me. 3 and 6 might equal 5, but I can get to the truth. I don't need math, and you don't either. You can feel it. And there ain't nothing you can't learn. So don't leave it up to him because of fear. Fear of being all that you can be. Then you see this as a strength. Endurance, keeping your eye on the ball. You have been the workhorse for the duration of this relationship. And you're the reason for those 1 or 2 happy moments that came along. You are. But he's invested in keeping you in fear. Believe me, there's not going to be too many happy moments. He might have thrown you a bone here or there. The couple of times when he liked you. You've been working a long time to make something happy that likes to keep you in fear. a happiness. You created happiness in a nightmare. A safe spot. But at what cost? At what cost? When they look at you, this is how they see you. Oh. This guy that you love, thinks he's got you trained. Do I got that in the right place? Yeah, here we go. Thinks he's got you trained, and that you will come to his call. He's tamed the wild beast. Okay, that's not awesome. He thinks you're a wild beast, which is below him, I would say, and manipulated. Does what it's told. Trained well for a wild beast. Every now and then you surprise him, but it's always critical, isn't it? There's never a good surprise. No. Just well, you were going in the right direction. Just listen here. Let me do it. And then he takes over your shit, and you become a spectator in your own life. He doesn't see or care about any of that. He just wants you to do what you're told. That's your hopes and your fears. It's guilt. Can't we look at this? You feel bad because you took up for yourself. Because he likes to blame it all on you. And even if it came out good, he could have done it better. There will never, ever be a, way to go, Donna Jean. You fucking rock. No, you're never going to get that. Now, your hopes and your fears. You feel bad about this. You feel bad about standing up for yourself. This man said he loved me, and I'm going to fuck around and lose him. If I don't do what he says, he's almost good enough isn't good enough. I'll be 110%. And blaming yourself for all of this. Well, what the fuck is he doing? Now, this could also be an apology, a confession, a conversation. We've been having a lot of that. A lot of bam, 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 bam. Devastating truths. And standing up for yourself is speaking a devastating truth. And it's the biggest yank of all. To keep you in fear of losing him. Would make him feel oh so fucking hot, huh? Surrender. You should let this character go. Look what he's doing for you. He's killing it. It's not. Don't give this another chance. Clear as the nose on your face. He's used your love against you. Your love for him against you. Oh, there's the Knight of Cups again. The Knight of Cups again. And okay, we got the Knight of Cups here, and it says, don't let your emotions get in the way. What he offers you, is not good enough. Don't let your emotions get in the way, which would be fear of losing him. Let him go. Don't lose him. Let him go. This guy. And see, and maybe you are sick and you're trying to take care of business. You're trying to take care of your final days when the things that has to be done, you finally get your say when he can't. Oh my God. I can't do this. I'll start crying. Listen, don't you feel bad. Don't you feel bad about nothing. I'm not going to clarify this. My pre-shuffle cut gave me create a stress-free life. Don't bow down to keep the peace. Don't deny who you are to keep the peace. You give away yourself. And that's not worth it. Nothing would be worth that. Never give away yourself. Okay? my absolutely favorite card. Center of your circle. What I say, if you're wondering about him, here you are. You're not the center of your circle. You're orbiting somebody else. Banish all doubt. Quit double thinking yourself. Grasp the essence of infinity, which is another card that I also don't read because it's all about how death really isn't dying. And you got that together. I think you're there. You're taking care of business and you're not all whacked out about it. But there's such a fucking stress coming from this dude. How can you do both? Create a stress-free life and change your perception. All right, I'll read this one. Remember this maxim. When you change the way, well, you've got your poise. So you've taken control of a stressful, chaotic situation that involves other people that you care deeply about. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. The way you perceive things is an extremely powerful tool that will allow you to fully bring the power of intention into your life. So you're going to have something the way that you wanted, and a wish will be granted. And it may not be even if you never see it. I don't know if I can get this out. Even if you never see it, what you wanted will happen.